We know there are times where you want to be in the mood and ready for your special someone. Erectile dysfunction medication has been around for years and has helped so many men regain their confidence in the bedroom. But what about when you don't want your chub to pop, like during indoor class lectures, hanging out with your grandma, hanging out at your grandma's funeral, or seeing Andrew Garfield in a movie and having to convince your girlfriend you definitely aren't attracted to him? If this is the case for you, then it's time to talk to your doctor about trying No Boner Riva, the newest anti-erection medication for the embarrassed and aroused man on the go. Tired of having to explain to that girl in English class that it's not because of her? Sick of not being able to wear sweatpants while watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Now just pop a couple of No Boner Rivas, and it doesn't matter how big Kim's ass is, you'll be as asexual as Paula Poundstone in an evangelical library.
Hi, I'm Dr. Phil, and I was given a lump sum of money to say that No Boner Riva is the greatest medical marvel to ever exist. When you don't want the snake to wake up next to the gopher hole, you have to pop a pill so you don't pop that chub. Take it from me, a dude that doesn't have a medical license but means well.
So talk to your doctor today about No Boner Riva and put an end to those ill-timed erections. Side effects include erections that are worse than you even started with, itching, sadness, loneliness, and missing Andrew Garfield. No Boner Riva. Erections be gone.
Hey guys, this is a very special episode of the show. We're going to talk about some heavy things. So I just wanted to give maybe a little bit of a trigger warning. Not something I've ever done before, but I want to be more mindful about people who might be listening to this. And like I said, there's going to be some heavy topics. And without further ado, here is the episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Short News Podcast with your host, Alex Mador.
Alrighty. Welcome. Did I just say alrighty? Jesus fuck. Wow.
Could have Matthew McConaughey that shit like, all right.
Welcome back to the Short News Podcast. My name is Matthew McConaughey. This show is brought to you by Lincoln. Sometimes you got to go backwards to go forwards. And by going backwards, I mean taking out a massive $30,000 loan on a Lincoln. That's going to take you real backwards.
Ethan, they used to be pieces of crap back in the day, and now it's like a $30,000 car. Goodness gracious. And hi, I'm Kelsey. Somehow I'm back.
She's back.
Hi. That's hot. But you can find me at Kelsey A on whatever. But, so... We're a little giggly because Alex and I have been catching up for like the past hour or whatever, but you know, Alex mentioned something to me a little bit earlier that he lost some followers recently and somehow it wasn't correlated to me, which thank you.
Yeah, we're jumping right in.
We're jumping right in. I got notes.
They were Catholic, I think. Like, you know, I'm not one of those people who has like a third party app that's like, these are the people who unfollowed you. Because first of all, that would hurt too much to like see who it was. And secondly, that's just a lot. I used to be like that. Now I'm not. And, so the last day has been really interesting. I mean, the last month has been really interesting, but the last day specifically was a lot of fun. By the way, this is the Short News Podcast. My name is Alex.
Oh, yeah.
And Kelsey, like she said, Kelsey is here. Hell yeah. Wait, I have a soundboard here. Where's the round of applause? I don't know if you can hear that from your end, but it's going.
I am so happy. What the fuck? Why did you not mention the soundboard in all of our time we've known each other? Like, what?
Can you hear it?
I can't, but I hope I hear it once we hear this podcast published.
Yeah. No, it's hooked up to to the recording software. So
Gosh, we're gonna start doing custom sounds. Go on, Alex. Pop off.
I have a few. I've got applause. I've got, what is this one? It says shut your fucking mouth. Wait. Oh my god! Wow.
Was it loud and aggressive?
Kind of, and it's a dude with like a European accent being like, "Shut your fucking mouth! Shut the fuck up!" Geez, I wish you could hear these. Fuck, I wish I could hook that up to the Discord.
We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this eventually.
I have Trump saying, "I'm really smart,"
and like a lot of us are I'm really smart.
Oh yeah, this is gonna go dummy mode in post.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Anyways, yeah, so I can't wait to use this other one after I break the news of what I'm about to break, I guess.
Home. Go on.
Anyways, fuck. So, yeah, I lost a little chunk of just Instagram followers. People on TikTok are much nicer about these types of things, and honestly, TikTok has known for a long time. I would say like months now, because I've like made bits about it and talked about it and had to defend myself for some reason and things like that.
Gosh.
And you know, Instagram is different because like on there it's a lot more people that like I know or I have known just like personally, or
getting personal up in this, yeah,
or people that I've like worked with creatively or like collaborated with, or like I don't know. So if you follow me on socials, you may have seen that your boy went to his first gay bar last night and was there till like 2 a.m. and it was very fun. And
good. I would only expect at bare minimum.
yeah, and you know, the news that I'm breaking today, geez, that's not the way to do this, is it? Well, you know, I yeah, no, I guess I kind of belong at a place like that, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not gay, but I like dudes and I like girls. And that I'm saying that on the record, that's on wax. I've hinted at this for a very long time on here and joked about it, made self-deprecating, you know, remarks, and people don't take it seriously when I make these bits. And you know what? It is serious. It is serious. This is something I've known about since I was like 5 years old, and I'm just really good at hiding things from people. Depending on who you ask, you know, on the internet, a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, it was obvious. Look at him." But yeah, I feel like this is gonna be like one of those situations where you find out who your real friends are and who isn't.
Because, like with this, go on, pop off.
Oh, like, well, I went to college with a lot of people who I know are like not the most tolerant of those types of things, and have like made remarks or jokes around me, thinking that was a safe space for them to make those types of remarks. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here like, I don't know anything about that. Ha ha. Yeah, like, well, I'm not the thing that you're making fun of.
I get that, because it's almost like self-preservation, where it's like, well, if that's what you think about, then what do you think about me? Like, excuse me? Like, it's just, you think, like you said earlier, where it's like, well, I'm going to find out who my real friends are. Exactly. And it's a blessing, it's a curse, but at the same time, it's gonna help in the long run. And whenever I saw you posted something recently on Instagram, I was like, oh my gosh, what? Love this for you. What? I was just so happy for you. And like, and I think it's especially hard for you, Alex, because like you live such a very present lifestyle in the social media like space, that not only to be yourself in front of those that you are close to, but to be public with it, is that it's intimidating. Like it has to be, like it can be, I feel like it would be nerve-wracking, because as someone myself, or when I finally started being public with me, like, you know, it's like, don't get me started. I might ADHD spiral instantly. Like, hey, you know, like, I'm not straight. I'm just Kelsey. Like, I'm just doing my thing. And if I fall in love, I fall in love with who I fall in love with. But at the same time, it's like, this is it. Hi.
Right. No, exactly. And like, even yesterday, like I was like before the bar, I had to call up my friend who I was meeting there. And I called her and I was like, hey, like, you're almost here. You want to meet outside the bar? Cause I don't want to go in alone. I'm like really like, I don't know, like nervous about this. And she was really nice about it. And like,
Lovely.
And she's been very supportive through all of this and helping me, I don't know, deal with that. I don't know. Like it was fun. I will say that. Holy shit, gay bars, more fun, arguably more fun than straight bars. And
Completely agree.
oh yeah, no. And there was a drag show last night, and I know nothing about that whole world. I've been so sheltered from that, coming from like a very conservative family where, you know, Fox News is the only thing on the TV all the time. And of course I despise that. And I always have felt that way. But like still, even then, like you're exposed to that and that leads to some sort of like internalized homophobia there.
Mm-hmm.
And you just like don't want to like I've done a very good job of like hiding.
Kind of masking.
Yeah. Of hiding that from myself in not feeling like I'm depriving myself of something that like I could be experiencing, even though it does still kind of hurt me that I'm not like allowing myself to explore. And but you know, now it's June, it's Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, everyone, first of all. Like, holy shit.
Yes. Happy Pride Month from us and Bud Light.
Hell yeah, Dylan Mulvaney, get on this shit. I'm just joking.
I do love
She's
Bud Light.
beyond our numbers.
I do love Bud Light a lot. And Kid Rock, instead of shooting cans of them, you could just give them to me because, you know, the damage has clearly already been done. You can't turn me anymore. What would Kid Rock call it? Homo? Anymore homo? Yeah.
I heard about the video, never watched it because I'm over here like, I'm not giving you my like ad revenue. What the hell?
I saw it on the news. I didn't see it on his official channels.
On the news. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was mad. He was really mad. He's like, Bud Light wants to be all woke, and he takes out an assault rifle and just misses like most of the shot, like 95% of the shots. He just missed. Like so bad. I was like, damn, dude, you might be a little gay. You don't want to hit those big ass 30 racks that you piled up right in front of you. You're just missing them. Holy shit, I could do a better job. And I want the Bud Lights to drink.
You know, I'm not a Bud Light drinker, not because of that, but because I'm just not a beer person, you know? It's just like anything super fizzy carbonated, just not for me. But even that, there's a line of drinks coming out now where it's like, I'm not even going to say the name because they're not paying for this, but like, it's pretty much just vodka and water, but because of the preservatives that are in it, it has like a weird tinny, and it's in an aluminum can, right? Has a weird tinny taste. And I'm like, stick with my wine. I'll just stick with maybe a little bit of vodka here and there. Just chill the fuck out.
Does it happen to be a High Noon by chance?
You know, that's actually carbonated, but like, you know, they're not
High Noon. I had a lot of those last night.
Nice. I did like having those because I went to the 100 Gex concert last month, and they were like, you can have liquor, or you can have beer, or you can have High Noon. I'm like, well, I don't want to have liquor. I don't want to get like blackout at this freaking concert that I've been dying to see. Like, I do want to drink, so High Noon, and it's a nice little. Ooh, I'm having a drink. Let's chill the fuck out, you know? But like High Noon, I'm cool with High Noons. I'm cool with them, but I'm not, I can't, you know how some people, they're like, yeah, I can drink a 12-pack a night. Yeah, I'm over here like, I'll just 3 or 4 and I'm good. Yeah, like, I'm good.
Just chill on them a little. Yeah.
But
people like that or a 12-rack a night, that's built different. You know, I was like that at the beginning of this whole breakup journey. But now
Easy peasy.
I'm like one limerita a night, and that's pretty much it. Except tonight and last night, because when you go out with people, it's like one drink turns into 4, and you're like, oh, okay.
So last night was your first night at an actual gay bar.
Yeah, I never thought I would ever do that. And
was it because you didn't want to confront any sort of internal feelings, or was it because you didn't know anyone else that would want to join you? Is there any sort of background behind that? Or
I think both of those, and also there's part of me that was like, do I really want to walk in there and be seen there? And now people,
it becomes reality.
Yeah, it becomes total reality. I'm physically there in that setting, and that was intimidating until I walked in, and it was really fun. And I was like, oh, everyone's so nice here. Wow.
It is such a different and welcoming environment where
everyone's so friendly. The drag queens are so funny. They have the best senses of humor.
Yes.
They're literal comedians. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
It's literally a safe space, you know?
It is.
Absolutely. And as a woman myself, I identify as a woman, whatever, because I'll get into this with you in a second here, Alex. But so the thing is that I will go to a bar and it's I have to hold my drink cover at all times, make sure no one buys me a drink, make sure nothing's be too hyper aware of my surroundings. But I can go to a gay bar and be because I'm not trying to encourage people that just go there so you feel safer, but at the same time, this is a safe space for me as well, because as a gay person, but it's I can go to the bar, order a drink, sit at a table and have a good time. I can watch a show, I can go dance, I can listen to music, I can meet people, talk to people. It's a very open and welcoming environment, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful in its own right, but
yeah. It really is.
Mm-hmm. But I was going to say, because I was going to go offhand, because we are currently in the day of age where I don't know, because I know this is relatively new for you, especially being very public and open and being very vulnerable. But for me, I've been pretty much open since I was 15 with my family and friends. And for me, when it comes to my love and sexuality, I've always just been about, if I feel you emotionally and I connect with you emotionally, that's how I gain sexual interest in you. And that's how I gain relationships, because I value things on a very emotional level and being able to connect. But
I think that's how I am as well, too. I don't with the person I have a crush on right now, I don't feel a lot of I don't think about them a lot sexually.
Mm-hmm.
Which a lot of people that I've talked to about those types of things, they find that weird. But it's no, it's you get to know someone and you're attracted to the person, and you're I just want to be around you a lot. And if you reciprocate those feelings that I'm feeling, then sure, we can explore the physical down the road. But I just want to be around you and be honest, and
the gravitation of it all.
Yeah.
And that's why I use the blanket term sometimes. I'll either say demisexual or pansexual, because my cousin, this is literally a month before the pandemic hit back in February of 2020, that even my 80-something-year-old granny and my cousin was we don't care who you marry, just make sure they have health insurance. Make sure you have benefits. Yeah. But my cousin, she's I love her. We are on a very good civil relationship, but she really wanted to drive a point well, what are you? What's your terms? What's your pronouns? And I'm care. I'm just you can call me dude. You can call me she. I don't give a fuck. Just treat me like a good person. That's my only goal in life. Be a good person. Yeah. And I hope others are good to me. But if I don't need to be well, hi, I'm Kelsey, I'm pansexual, because that's not my personality. That's not my driving point of who I am as a person. But there are people out there where I'm oh my gosh, we have such a great connectivity that it makes me excited, and I want to learn more about you, and I want to get to know you more. So do I need a label on? That's the issue I've had, where it's people want to wrap you up in a label.
Yes, that's my other issue. with that.
Yeah.
Like, of course, like I feel like sexuality is such a spectrum, and we don't like fully understand it as well as ourselves. Like our entire lives,
Yes.
we're always
Yes.
learning. Like we're as like a human race, and just in our own lives, we're as an individual, we're always learning more. And I like that's why like yeah no like if I had to like put a label on it, yeah, bisexual. I'm bisexual. Wow, that's weird to fucking say into a compressed studio microphone. Wow.
The first time you're saying it out loud to yourself.
Well, I've said it on like TikTok, but that's different because you're like talking to a phone and there's like a funny filter. And it's like, oh, like we don't know if we can take him seriously or not on this because everything is a bit. This is not a bit. I just want to make that clear. Like I'm just like
The
done.
life of Alex.
Yeah, like I'm done with the whole like, oh, I'll be fucking playful about it and like just drop fucking breadcrumbs and but like just be like it was like I took pride in being the straight acting LGBTQ guy. The straight passing guy who also likes dudes. And like it was to me it was always like, yeah, if you asked me like straight up, what is your sexuality? I would be honest with you and I would tell you, but nobody really ever asked me that because it never really came up.
It's assumed, especially in society.
Unless I'm hanging out with like with gay people, gay friends of mine, or people that I've met at work who are gay, and they're talking about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, dude, no, I get that. Like I can relate to you on that, and like I tell them, and they're like, oh, like I didn't know, but okay, like yeah, okay, and we talk about it, and they're like, oh, wow, and I
also go on.
I was just gonna say I've gotten really good at like just acting like it's a big nothing and like and treating it that way as kind of a way to just push it to the side,
even though it's a part of you.
Yeah. It's like one of those things that like that you don't have to be like all or nothing about it, like about your attitude towards it. Like you can embrace those things about yourself and be open about them without making it all of you. Like there's other things I like in my life, like I don't know, smoking weed and doing this podcast and making videos and music and whatever. Like my whole identity isn't just going to become like, yeah, I'm the guy.
I'm the bi friend.
Yeah, like I'm the bi friend. Like I've done a very good job at not doing that. Maybe almost like aggressively too much, where it's only like hurting me.
It might be a little bit shame based because of your family and people that surrounded you, but like it's hard and everyone is different and it's so complex, and in society everything's supposed to be wrapped up in a package with a pretty little bow on top, or it's like, well, this is it, and the standards are like cis, white, straight. Like, I mean, that's just from me and my general observation, what I took in, like, you know, gender studies, where it's like, well, the most accepted is cis, white, and straight. And that's the expectation of society. But really, it's like, no, we're humans. We're way more complex than that. And, you know, it's 2023 and we should be a little bit more advanced at this point. But, you know, maybe just having this conversation is maybe it might be a small stepping stone, but hopefully in a more positive direction, you know?
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. And, geez, yeah, the losing a chunk of followers like that, like, it's not not the number going down that, like, does bother me. It's like, damn, didn't realize you guys were like that. Like, whoa. Yeah, that's all it takes. But also seeing the people who, like, saw that and either like liked it or reached out and were like, whoa, like, or shit like that.
These people actually support me, and at least, you know, the ones that left, they're dead weight. But I want to backtrack a second whenever I said you apparently lost some followers and somehow it wasn't because of me. I just wanted to make a point that on our last recording, we had to cut shit due to time. And it sounded like I was kink shaming people, where it's like, oh, do you know how many men like ask me to peg them? It's not. I'm not shaming people that like pegging. It's more or less the hypocrites out in the world. I'm over here like, what the fuck? Like, especially growing up in the South, where you are over here like you will look down upon people in the LGBTQIA plus community, but cherry pick where it's like, well, it doesn't apply to me. I want it to happen to me, but shame on you for being gay or having gay interests, you know. And I'm like, that was my more or less motive, but I understand how that could come off misconstrued and sound that where it's like I'm kink shaming, but I was not. I was just more or less mad at the situation where it's like I've had so many men in my life where it's like I'm anti-gay, but fuck me in the ass. I'm like, oh, well, that's a little hypocritical. Where it's like we're having sex before marriage, and you're a Christian man.
Yeah, or all the evangelicals who turned out like the evangelical pastors who preached about like homophobic rhetoric and ended up being caught with crystal meth and a male hooker. And it's like, oh, so you were projecting that the whole time and you just hate yourself and also do crystal meth. It's like, all right. So, wow, not a great role model.
No, it's heartbreaking because, you know, I am someone that does have like religious and, you know, like philosophical values in life. And I'm like over here, like, you know, just be a good person, damn it. And like, but whenever you look at these leaders in society that run these religions and it ends up they were completely doing the absolute opposite that they preached. It's like, look in the mirror. Look in the fucking mirror.
The Dalai Lama wanted to kiss that little boy's tongue.
I've heard of that. That was a little creepy.
It was gross. I saw that video. I
couldn't watch the video. I couldn't.
Jeez, I've heard things about that guy for years. And I don't trust the Dalai Lama. and like all the things he stands for, it's fucked up. Like I'm a very spiritual person. And like I practiced energy healing for a long time. And like a lot of those philosophies are things that I agree with. But I draw the line at like, you know, being creepy to kids. That's fucked up. And I don't know why these religious or spiritual leaders keep getting away with it.
Ooh, I could get conspiracy theory on you. But I do not want to because it's all hearsay and allegation. Because I will say I've watched documentaries saying like, you know, like these people that are attracted to youth. I do not want to say the P word. I do not condone it whatsoever and by any means. And they're like, I don't want this. This is not the life for myself, but I have no control of my urges. So there has been like psychological sort of like experiments and evaluations where it's like, you know, this might be a hormone imbalance within the brain. And I'm just wondering maybe if these people that it might be a narcissism thing where it's like they realize this about them and they see this field where it's like, well, I will be protected because I have my group surrounding me saying, well, we will protect you regardless, and back things. Again, hearsay, allegations, hypothetical, but I'm just like, maybe some people view that to take advantage of it, maybe. But I'm not, again.
Or is it a chain of abuse where like it happened to them as a kid and then they move up in the ranks and then they do that? Like they perpetuate the chain.
Hurt people.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know.
Time about like, but regarding me going into the dating world too quickly.
Sorry, good tangent because we were about to spiral a little bit too much, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of walking the line and feeling very concerned talking about this topic, but I respect. Yes, go on.
I just got a text from the Catholic Church. They said 7 days. All right. Well, it's been nice knowing you guys.
Oh no! I'm surprised you didn't get a phone call.
It's a picture of me walking out the gay bar. I don't know how they got that picture. Because I was recording a lot of my time myself inside of the gay bar. They don't really need to do that, Catholic Church. But, geez, wow, what a fucking way to come out on a podcast.
Well, I'm glad that I am here to be here with you, and thank you for having this open conversation with me. And like, I appreciate you as a friend, Alex.
I appreciate you as a friend as well. This is fun. This is fun, even though, it's a little heavy of a topic, but like, it's nice to talk about. And, I think like a lot of people go through those types of things. They grow up in a family where that may not be, very accepted, and they develop like an internalized homophobia and this sort of restraint against themselves and what they want or what they feel. And that can be just really damaging.
Very.
And even just after last night, like I felt different. Not like, oh, I'm a changed man 100%, just like coming out.
You felt acceptance a bit.
I felt better. I've been feeling good all day. And like that energy has been evident, I think, to others. Like I went out to a bar tonight. I was telling you this before. But this lady who's like a mom with like a 9-year-old daughter,
a MILF, like, shall we say?
A MILF, yes, came up to me like snuck over to me and gave me her number, and we're texting, and wow, this type of shit doesn't happen, and also like I think I'm seeing this other girl on Monday. And again, I'm like just like I'm still just seeing girls right now because like I feel weird about having dudes over to my dad's house, and like we come home and there's like Fox News on the TV, and it's like, oh fuck, and that's one of those things that like I still have to just be fucking patient a little more about. And also, I'm still like uncomfortable. Like I've had really bad experiences in the past, and I just this is going to be there's a lot more work that needs to be done with feeling more comfortable within like myself. And I think I'm realizing I do need therapy more than I thought, and I should go back. It's been like a month and a half since I've gone.
I'm on the same page, but I'm like, don't get me started. Don't get me, go on. It's not because of me.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify it's not because of me, but literally my psychiatrist, like every time I scheduled an appointment with her, she's like, last minute canceled. And I'm like, girl.
Oh, yeah, that's shitty.
Yeah, no, their office is just like unhinged at the moment. I'm like, dude, like I've scheduled like 4 appointments with you since February, and like apparently someone got sick or there's a family emergency or someone got sick again. And I'm like, okay, time for a new psychiatrist, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah,
I need my medication.
I think it's time to make the switch.
Absolutely. She would have been a great therapist, but as a psychiatrist, it's like, you kind of, you need to work. Yeah, no. But, it's good that we're reflecting on self-growth, and, it sounds like you're also growing into yourself too, even though you are a 27-year-old man. Like, you're still growing and you're accepting of that, and you're open to, better yourself as a human, even though you're not a bad person, but looking for betterment.
Yeah, no, like, I think, like, I think I've gotten past, like, thinking of myself as a bad person. That used to be a big problem for me. But now it's like, okay, like, I can acknowledge I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I've done a lot of stupid things. I've put myself in a lot of dangerous situations. And, all I can do now is learn from those things. And, like last month, and I think I've talked about this on here before. Like, I had a very close friend of mine, like my best friend from childhood, died of a heroin overdose years ago. And, I felt partially responsible because like I should have been there for him just as a friend, just as a system of support. But my mom was like, no, like, you don't get involved. That's not your problem. And I fucking listened to her. And then he died like very soon after that.
Holy fuck.
So like for a while I blamed myself, and I was just starting to get over that and feel like, oh, like just live for him. Like live your life like for him and his legacy, and like carry that on. And then his little brother died the same way. Like in early May. I was at the car dealership signing the papers to buy my brand new car. which was supposed to be exciting. And then I got the word on that, and I was like, oh fuck, like, whoa. And it all just it kind of regressed back to the feelings that I had where I was like, fuck, I was supposed to help him. Like I had been in touch with him, for like a while, making sure he was all right. Cause I knew he was like going through shit, but like I wasn't there enough. And like my therapist would tell me like, oh, it's not your problem. Like you have to work on yourself too. And like for a while I felt like, fuck, like that was so fucking selfish of me. And now 2 people are fucking dead, and like just all these horrible feelings. And I wouldn't say it's been a quick turnaround, but like I've taken a lot of time to just be like, all right, well, I can't take back, even if like I'm gonna blame myself for those things, even like a little bit still, and like be mad at myself for not making more of an effort. All I can do now is try to like just do the best I can at, I don't know, like being better for other people. Maybe. I don't know.
I've honestly never heard that story from you before, but that literally like hit such a close place in my heart. Like, oh my gosh, like we live very similar lives, Alex. Like, oh my gosh, like, oh, like this is not pride related whatsoever, but like it's just more or less us expect. Oh, holy shit! Like it's just like holy shit. That's like very close to my. So, I was young, probably late teens, early 20s, probably 19. I feel like 19 sounds right. It's been almost like a decade since this happened, but back when I was living in Texas, I used to frequent this college town, and this might be a little bit TMI, but it's just like I met this guy at a coffee shop one day, and we just got along so well, like back to my whatever the fuck you want to put me in, but like, we had very much a lot of attraction to each other. But we would hang out. We would always hang out at the coffee shop, and it's almost like friends at that point, where it's like we would always meet at the coffee shop, get a drink, and just hang out for a few hours. And it ends up like he was 32, like 30 to 32, the time frame that I knew him from. And the last time I saw him, I was still in university, and I was probably like a sophomore or junior in university, and I went over to his house to study because I was doing online courses in the summer. And I was looking at him, and he was living in an interesting little place with roommates. It was like a loft above a garage, but he was wearing a short sleeve shirt, and I noticed track lines.
Oh, jeez.
And I consider alcohol a drug, and like I've never done drugs aside from alcohol and my little CBD and nicotine. But I noticed that, and I was like, hey, like what's going on with your arm? And he was like, oh, well, I used to give too much blood when I was younger, so now I have scars on my arm. And I was like, okay, but that was the first time he was like, I've been very interested in you for quite a long time, and you are an amazing person, and I see such a great future for you, and like I just kind of want to be a part of your life. And we kissed, but I was kind of like freaked. I was young. I was so young. It was kind of like a power dynamic. Like I'm not trying to blame him by any means, because he was a nice guy, but like I was like, okay, yeah, and we kissed, and I was like, well, I'm gonna leave because, oh look, my dad texted me, I need to get home now. Apparently I fucked something up in the house. And then that following weekend, I saw an update on his Facebook saying like that he died from a heroin overdose.
Fuck.
But I knew right off the bat, I was like, those are track lines. There's something wrong here. That's not okay. That's bad. And I felt like I was at fault, like I don't know why, but I was like, I've never done that drug, and I never told him to do that drug. Like maybe because like I rejected him, like I felt like I self-blamed myself, where I was like, maybe because I just kind of like left and ignored him for a little bit, that's why he did it, And so that same I know it was a Saturday, it was rainy, it was 76 degrees out. I was like, I told my mom, I was like, this person died, and I feel like I'm at fault because I kind of rejected him. And she misheard me, and she apparently said, "Why are you dealing drugs?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But then I was like, "No, I never done anything like that." She's like, "Oh, like I have to go to this house and just confirm to make sure like this is real." And his roommate with the same name said, "Oh, hey, yeah, I'm so and so." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Well, I'm his roommate." I'm like, you're both roommates and you have the same name." And I'm like, it was a whole, like, I was so confused and like so distraught and confused. And like, I was like, "Wait, he's still alive?" And he was like, no, I'm the same name. But the same name, the other guy that you knew, he did die last night. And I was like, holy fuck. Like, it was just like, oh, so like self-blaming and like putting yourself in that position, like it's just, oh, it's a lot. And it's very easy to kind of like feel guilty about that. But it's like someone that's also in that position, like myself, like, for example, I drink too much alcohol, but no one else can help me aside from myself if I want that help. And I don't know whether he wanted that help or not, or whether he got too lost in his habit, but that's not my fault. Just like how with your friend and his little brother that passed, that's not your fault at all.
Yeah, no, that's what other addicts have said to me, or former addicts have said to me as well. It's like, you have to want it for yourself. And like, as a former addict myself who was hooked on Xanax for God knows how long, like, I should kind of get that. Like, I didn't want to stop. The only reason I stopped was because I was in the hospital and they made me stop. And then when I sobered up, I was like, oh, okay, I feel fine without it now after like a week. But like, you don't, like, it's really hard to get someone to stop. My friends would try their best with me, and I wouldn't. And I think like part of it was like, I still blamed myself for him. So I was like, I'm going to keep pushing it on myself because fuck me. Like, I deserve that. And also part of it was just addiction. and like, a chemical dependency is very difficult to,
it's very difficult. Yeah. But, unless it's yourself directly, you can try and help others, but really they have to be there to be like, yep. Because like, I hate saying this, I'm an empath, but like, I love being there for people and helping others and being there to listen. And if they have anything to vent about or ask for advice, but when it comes to certain issues that they really truly need to overcome themselves, it's like, that's out of my control, and like, as I've gotten older as a person, like, I can't change people. But, and also there comes to a point where you have to cut them off, where it's like, it's your own self-preservation and making sure that you are okay mentally and physically. It's just, you always have to take care of yourself first, even as much as you want to help others.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And there's like you could try to help as many people as you can. You're not going to win every time. I hate to say the word win. You're not going to succeed every time in that. It was so fucked up. Like, we were talking about weird dreams before, like I was recording. Like, when I was in the third grade, I had a dream about this friend, but like we were really into Spider-Man at the time, like the Sam Raimi movies. Like, we would see everyone when it came out. Like, and I had this dream that like I was Spider-Man, and I was like, oh, this is sick. Like, I got the suit and all this shit, and I got these fucking powers. And I was in the third grade, so I wasn't like talking to myself like that in my dream. But I was like, oh, like, this is so cool. And then I saw that my friend, the one that passed away years later, was like in imminent danger. Like, he was gonna get like hit by something, like, or like maybe like a bus or something. And I was like, oh, like, I can deal with this. Like, I can save him. Like, I'm fucking Spider-Man. I got the webs, I got the strength, I got all that. So I try to move, and I'm paralyzed.
Oh.
And I'm like, but I have all these cool powers. Like, what the hell? I can't even move my arms and legs or my body right now. And I just stand there, powerless, like, and motionless, and watch him get hit and die. And come to terms with, well, there's nothing I could have done. I can't fucking move. Like, I can't even move myself. And it
I'm
wasn't
shaking my head, like, in yes, like nodding. I wish you could see me right now, but I see. Yes.
And it wasn't until years later, like as an adult, that I was like, wait, that dream was really insightful for the mind of a third grader to have. But
Almost like
but
you
it
might
makes
have
sense
all.
now.
Go on, please.
No, that's all. It just makes sense to me now. Like I get it now. Finally,
I get it too.
Yeah.
You might have all these resources, but only if the others are receptive or want that help.
Or
it's useless.
Or what if like you're not in the place to help others either? Like that's the other way I can
Yes.
take it. Or like I was paralyzed, so it's like, what good am I?
I think the most important thing is self growth, and don't make yourself cold by keeping someone else's fire warm.
Yeah.
Always make sure. And it feels like it's almost like it's selfish, but like you have to keep yourself warm.
That's how I feel sometimes. Where it's like I find myself overexerting, whether it be at work or just for my friends or whatever, to like help them out with things, because even if that exhausts me or it's more than I can handle at the time, I still come out of that feeling like, oh, well, I helped them and they're feeling better now after this, and that helps me feel better. It's still draining, and maybe it's not the best approach to take, but geez, I don't know.
It's almost like, oh, go on.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say it's almost like this this fucked up thing I learned in university, where it's like, do you ever have a bad day? Just give money to a homeless person, because then you have this self gratification. It's like, I did something good today.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, but like it's more than that. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. I helped people through like overdoses and like things like that, where I'm like, damn, they've said to me like, I wouldn't be here if you weren't there, and I'm like, oh, why couldn't I have done this before? Like for my friend, and it's like, oh well, you did it now.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not on your shoulders. It's not your responsibility.
Yeah. No, it's gonna take, it's gonna take some time, I think. Again, like it took many years the first time. And I think already
a lot of healing.
I think already I'm like handling it the second time around better than I did the first time, and I'm older now. I have more like mental facilities to cope with those types of things. And I did go on a bender for a few weeks. That like, am I proud of it? No, but was it kind of necessary? Yeah, because I came out of it like realizing, oh shit, I need to change the way I'm living a little bit. And like I need to like change my mindset and like change my energy around people. And like, holy shit, I like this person that I see all the time, and like I don't want them to think I'm a miserable sack of shit, and it makes me happy being around them. So like, why don't I like, focus on that? And I've been doing that, and things have been brighter generally, and I've been going out more with people, which is with friends, and like the gay bar, and being more open about like who I am and not hiding from things as much. And it's weird that it takes something like that to do that, but it does sometimes. Sorry, I'm okay.
It's okay, especially after masking for so long, and it's like it must feel like a little bit of a sense of relief.
Yeah, it definitely does. It does suck that I won't be able to hang out with people that I used to hang out with anymore, without them like either looking at me different or just not hanging out with them ever again.
Goodbye, dead weight.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is the way that needs to be gone about. And I like in the time since the breakup, like, yeah, I didn't have friends in this area for a long time, for many months. And then I started like working and like meeting people at work and moving around a lot and meeting more people. And it's like, oh, like I like this. I don't want to just sit in my room all day and get high. I like going out and like just being around activity and conversation and not isolating anymore. And like I like the more honest that I'm being with people, whether it be in person or on TikTok or on here, like it's great. Like it just feels very liberating and very positive. And like I went through such a long time where I'm like I don't know who I am, especially after the breakup. Like whole identity I felt like was like I was becoming a dude that everything was just about like what I was trying to build with this person. And then when that went away, it was like, what do I have left? Like, what am I without this person?
Who am I, especially?
Yeah. And I'm like finally starting to figure that out and embrace that and not
being open.
Yeah. And not be unkind to that person like the way that I used to be. And not, you know, shove them away in a, I was going to say in a closet, but that's too cliche. In a cupboard, like Harry Potter or something.
Oh, I always, okay, I'm not the only one that sees that because sometimes I'm like, I feel that way. But at the same time, it's just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Bust out the under stairwell door, be like, hello.
Hello. I'm here. No, I'm not going to become that. I promise, guys. I won't. I'm still me. Like, I think people get this idea. Too. People get this idea where, like, you come out and all of a sudden you're just going to be, like, a different person. And, like, hi. Hi, guys. Are you ready to smoke weed with me? Ooh, scandalous. And it's like, no. Like, I've been this person this whole time. You just never asked me, you know? Like,
exactly.
And, yeah. Yeah. No, what were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say, you know, I think we need to do a shout out for Pride Month and a little bit of like history reflection.
Absolutely.
Because we're both gay, which it sounds weird to just say gay, but at the same time, we are who we are.
I'm gay.
But
yeah. I'm gay. I don't know what that was.
We are not only allies, but we are a part. Like, I feel like we are a part of the community, but we are the quiet ones because I feel like in the community there are more people like myself, along with you, where it's like, am I proud of who I am? Yes, but at the same time, I don't want to be boisterous because I'm a very Caucasian-looking woman, and I feel like if I go to a pride parade, I look like another straight woman. It's like, yes, girl, go queen, clap, 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 woo, oh yeah, kiki, you know, like. And also I have crowd anxiety.
Yeah, no, I get that. I have that as well sometimes. Like it can be overwhelming, definitely.
It can be, and like, you know, like I don't know if it's ADHD like relevant for both of us, but it's like, you know, sometimes I can, like, I'm a very extroverted introvert, but I could be overstimulated. I'm like, I just want to stay home.
Yeah, I get that. Know? I get that. I have days where I'm like, I want to be out right now and doing shit. And then there's other days where I look at my cat and I'm like, hey, let's just stay here and I'll play video games and you sit next to me.
Yes, absolutely. But maybe to the extent, the reason why you and I are both here could be just due to pride, let alone like the Stonewall protests and as to how we're here, where my information was sourced from Wikipedia. And I don't know if it was the same for your university, but like in high school and university, they're like, we will not allow you to source Wikipedia, even though Wikipedia has been proven to be like one of the top 10 most trustworthy websites.
Yeah, it started out as not so trustworthy, but nowadays it's very good.
Yes, it's like it's full of information. It's updated frequently, but I just want to start. So, have you ever been to a pride? Like you said, you went to your first gay bar, but have you ever been to a pride at all? Like just by like as an observer or participant?
Nope. I have not. That's on the list of things to do.
I have.
Yeah, maybe not this year because I have work during that. And my coworker took off that day to go to that, and I'm like, damn.
Aww.
I want to go with you. Damn it. I can't take off too.
So, where you grew up, is it usually in the month of June or is it celebrated different times of year?
So, in my town, it's weird. When I came back after the breakup, like, a lot has changed. It's still a pretty conservative town, but I think a lot more young people are much more open now about those types of things like gender identity and sexuality. And I've met a lot of very progressive people our age. It's the older generations that live there that are like, resisting that and hate that. And they're still fucking bitches about it. But no, they recently started doing a pride celebration, in the month of June in my town. And I'm like, wow, you guys are changing it up. I saw a sign for it outside of a church. I was like, whoa, this is different.
There was nothing more beautiful than like when I was living in Nashville, there were a lot of churches that were very accepting and they even had like rainbow flags. And they're like, nice. We accept all and everyone. Like there were some that were very traditional and staunch, but like there was this one particular Methodist church that went out of the way. Like they had rainbow flags everywhere, and they're like, we accept everyone and anyone. We don't care. Like we love you and God loves you, sort of deal. And I was like, you know what? I would go. I'm not a Methodist, but I would go to that church. Yeah. But 1 second, can I take a shot? Hold on, quick shot break.
Oh, I wish I had shots. Let me see if this fridge has anything. 1 sec.
But
I found beer. Wait,
Crack,
1 second.
Let me take a sip.
Phone's back on. All right. Okay.
Crack it open. Take a sip.
I found beer in this fridge in this pool house where I am right now. Damn, that's the other podcast that I want to start, where it's like not about like social issues, and it's more about like, I don't know, like other things. Kind of what we're doing now, mostly.
Well, let's start it.
And call it the pool house. Or something. I don't know.
I love that.
Yeah, that would be
one of these. I know we're recording right now, but one of these days I'm going to convince you to come down and visit me. I can show you my area. Obviously, you'll stay at an Airbnb or a hotel, so you have your own personal space.
Hell yeah.
Because you're welcome to stay here, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But here's the thing. For Pride, where I'm living, it's held in March.
Oh, wow.
Weird month. It's so weird. I've only been here for 2 years, but it's held in March, and I'm like, why is Pride held in March? And I looked at their website, the official website, like any sort of reasoning, and like there's no reasoning because I'll go into
logistical thing.
I'm honestly so in Florida we deal with snowbirds where they're here for the winter months, where it's like the most cold up north, they're down here, but it's not March. For them, I don't know, but like the thing is that my only reasoning as to why they hold Pride in March is because in June it's too hot. It's not due to traffic. It's not due to tourists. It's due to the heat because it's been hot as hell this summer. Holy shit! But like that's my only explanation for it. And plus there's sometimes in November they also have a Pride thing too, like in the late fall season. I've seen things as well, but I'm over here like, is it just due to seasonal or like tourists or what have you? Maybe, I don't know.
They wait for Ron DeSantis to go on vacation and get out of town.
Fucking Ron DeSantis.
We're gonna put Mickey Mouse to death.
Don't get me started.
I am 5'5".
Hey, so am I. You're telling me
but for men that like hurts them, and I'm saying this as a 5'7" person, it does hurt.
So if I put on my 8 to 9 inch heels, I can stomp someone and make them feel insecure.
Listen, most women that I've dated are taller than me, and I don't know why, but I think it's a cool vibe. It's like, yo, if you're
It's a vibe, it really
like
is.
shorter and you got the confidence and like you're just like, yeah, this is my lady, and she's taller than me, and I don't give a fuck. It's like, oh, cool. Like every picture, it's like you feel like Tom Holland was Zendaya or something.
I love that. But even my boyfriend, he is taller than me. Like I've always been told, oh gosh, I've been told my entire life by my family, my friends, I'm short. I'm 5'5", I'm short. And so, like, whenever I met him, he was like, no, you're pretty tall for a woman. Like, I was going to say, and there's sometimes when I put on my heels and we're level, and I'm like, I like that. I want to be taller. But, back to pride. So, it's just, again, source from Wikipedia, like, might be the rigmarole of everything, but the concept of pride began due to the Stonewall riots for gay liberation beginning on June 28th, 1969 at the Stonewall Inn, because I honestly feel like this occurred at most gay bars, whether they were low-key or they were open. There were police riots, and they would just raid the place and just attack because people were openly gay. Yeah, right? But
that's why they say the first Pride celebration was a riot.
Yes, exactly. Because on June 28th, there were apparently like 4 undercover cops that were in the bar. And like apparently it took a long time for the police to get there, and there was too many people at the bar, but like things boiled to a head and it exploded.
Cops at a gay bar. That sounds kind of sussy baka to me. Sounds like they were they were cruising. Not for a quota, for something else. And then they got caught up. I'm like, oh, shit, we got to call the boss.
Wait. No, here's the thing, though. So the reason why the Stonewall Inn became a gay bar, like, it was pretty open from what I saw. It wasn't, like, undercover, but it was because the mafia bought it in, like, the 1930s. And they made it a gay bar particularly because they're like, hey, we see these other bars, but there's no gay bars, so we think we can make a profit.
Yeah. It all comes back to Tony Soprano once again.
Fucking Tony Soprano with the gapagool!
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it a bar. It's gonna be great. It's gonna have drinks and fucking food and all that shit. But the thing is, it's gonna be fucking fanooks left and right, fucking pillow biters up and down the fucking walls. And then one of his dudes is like, but T, that's not gonna look good on us and our masculinity. What the fuck? It's gonna make fucking money. What are we gonna do? If the cops show up, we start a riot. It becomes a fucking parade. In 10 to 20 years. That's my Sopranos episode. That's the last episode.
It's almost spot on, but like the thing was that the like
I'm sorry. I saw an opportunity when you said mafia, and I have in my notes throw in another traumatic Tony Soprano experience at a random moment, and I was like, all right, we got to go for a sequel here. Yeah, and then Chuck E. Cheese showed up, and I was like, oh my god. It's you again. I fucking love you.
It's got a pride flag on.
Yeah, I'm gay. I'm gay for fucking Chuck E. Cheese. It turns out that it wasn't molestation, because I was actually 45 when my mom dropped me off at Chuck E. Cheese, and I liked it. I'm making corrections here after the fact, so we don't get in trouble.
Adults.
Yeah, there were 2 consenting adults, and one of them was in a rat suit.
We're not furries, but that's how we met. But then once we took the mask off, that's how we created Love is Blind.
I was like, Chuck E. Cheese, you run an arcade. You like games. You like playing fucking games. I got a fucking game for you. How about Find My Ass?
But we gotta backtrack.
Yeah,
But no, like, so after the Stonewall riots, Pride marches began like the year after in cities across the United States to commemorate like the actual Stonewall riots and Right for Liberation, rightfully so. And I feel like, we would not be here conversing about this without these people like literally fighting for the right just to be like, hey, we're gay, we can be gay in public, we can go to a gay bar. And, like we associate pride with just like being a party or a celebration, whereas these people have actually fought for this right, where it's like, hey, I'm allowed to be at a gay bar. You know, like, this is an open public space. I'm allowed to be here, but I'm getting arrested for being at a gay bar. Like, that's fucked up. Like, so the backbone, you know, we're still building. And at 2023, I feel like we should be more progressed because we are dealing with drag bans. And, you know, it's unsettling and upsetting. It feels like we're backtracking, but...
Yeah, and also, Harry Styles, are you coming out of the closet or not? I'm waiting for you to kiss a dude, okay? I'll do it. I'll do it if you want. But, like, you're just dropping hints, flying flags, and be like, oh, maybe, oh, don't know. It's like, dude, commit.
Wait, we can totally get into this for a second here, because that's also an issue within the community where it's like, whenever the month of June happens, there's like an influx of advertising where it's like gay couples on ads.
Yep. Rainbow,
and like,
rainbow advertising.
Rainbow
capitalism, it's called. Yeah. Target and companies like that changing their profile pictures, and then they get too many mean comments from like angry religious nuts, and then they change it back. And it's like, oh, wow, so you guys really just care about your stock.
And like, that's the thing too, where it's like, well, I'm glad that you're willing to do that, but at the same time, it's like, where are you the rest of the year?
Yeah, it's like that and Juneteenth ice cream rubbed me the wrong way, and it's not because it's not like I don't support either of those causes. Like, of course I do. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Why do we even do slavery? It's like white people couldn't do manual labor. Like they really had to take it that far. Like we really did that shit. And
this might be a little controversial, but like I feel like Juneteenth has not been really reflected as like something to acknowledge until the past like 3 to 5 years.
Yes, it has. It is fairly new.
It's been fairly new to recognize as advertising, as well as like bringing products into the space. And like, even though
Walmart already made an ice cream out of it. Fucking ice cream. Like, what? Who asked for this? Nobody.
It's like, sorry for the racism here.
Sorry for enslaving and raping your people. Here's a multicolored ice cream. Look how pretty it is. Forget about all that stuff. Andrew Jackson, who? I don't know who that is. Oh wait, no, was he after?
Franklin? What?
Andrew Jackson fucked up the Native American. He was Trail of Tears. That's different. Wow, I'm so rusty on my American history. Everyone before that, probably. Yeah. But geez, it's like no, I've been to the Stonewall Inn. Well, not in it. I've walked by it with my ex, who, you know, that was one of the good things about that relationship, was like, I wasn't honest with her from the get-go about that, because I wasn't honest with myself yet about my own sexuality. But like, I knew I was very attracted to her, and that's what mattered me. But like, eventually one day, like, we were just sitting there, and I was like, oh, yeah, so I think I'm bisexual, and like, I think I've like felt this way for a while. And she's like, yeah, I kind of know, like, you've talked about these types of things, and like, that's fine. Like, I wouldn't even care if you had like kissed a guy before we were together. And I was like, oh, good, because my first kiss was technically a dude. So like, all right, like, if we want to go into that. And she was like, oh, and I was like, yeah. Oops.
But did she react negatively?
No, she was like, I still love you and accept you, and that doesn't change like what this is. Like, I wish you were honest with me from the beginning, just because like I feels like you were hiding something. But like, no, like, it was fine, and I felt like I could be more open. But like, let's say like Andrew Garfield was on the screen, I'd be like, oh, like, well, I wouldn't even say that. I would start blushing. That's how much Andrew Garfield has me in a fucking chokehold. When this man comes on screen, he starts doing that nervous thing that he does. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, I just don't, I can't fucking do it. I can't even do it justice. But I'm like, oh my God, he's so fucking cute. And I start like blushing, like turning red. And she saw that. And like the smile that I get, like, that, even, like, it's like, I don't even look at her that way. And she would be like, really? Like, this is weird. This just feels weird for me. I'm sorry, but Andrew Garfield is talking right now. Yeah, but yeah. So that was maybe like kind of a point of contention looking back, but like not really. Like when the Jonas Brothers made their comeback, and I was like, shit, holy shit, they're back. And like Jonas, I was like, shit, he's fucking back, and his voice is beautiful, and he doesn't sound like he's constipated anymore as much when he sings. But like then like talking about who my favorite Jonas brother is and like that type of shit, and like she just felt weird about that because like I would like gush over like stuff like that.
Maybe it was more or less she was comfortable with the idea, but once the reality set in, it's like, oh, this is real.
Yeah, but like it was never like that was never like the big thing fight or anything. And I told her maybe like a year or 2 years into it, and we were together for 7 years, and like it was, yeah, it wasn't really like a huge problem. We had other issues, definitely. I will say she was very nice about that thing. That
thank goodness.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. And like I will respect that, where it's like, okay, you are what you are and you like what you like, and I'm not gonna hold it against you or emasculate you in any way, or it's just, you know, like it definitely wasn't used against you, right?
No. Well, once.
Wait.
Fuck. Shit.
I heard nothing. I heard nothing.
No, it's fine. Like, it was just like, there was this guy, I've talked about this on TikTok. It went fucking viral. And then I think I took it down like a day later because I was like, this is too much information. This guy's like on the sex offenders watch list now. This dude she used to like hook up with in Ohio, who like he found out we were dating, would like send videos of her doing stuff to him and be like, haha, every time you kiss her, you're sucking my shit like that. And it fucked me up for a while. And like I was like in therapy for that kind of for a hot minute. And when I would talk about how it like upset me, she'd be like, look, you seem kind of obsessed with him. Like, you sure you're not like into him? And I'm like, no, I fucking hate this guy. This horrifies me. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You use that against me like that? Like, wow. Okay.
The fuck?
So yeah, no, I retract my initial, oh yeah, no, she never used it again. She did. She did. Fuck.
That's unfair. That's very unfair.
It's an easy shot to take too if defensive about something. It's a petty one to take.
And I call myself a shelter dog, and I'm very reactive, but what the fuck? Holy shit. But Alex, you're out now. How do you feel?
Hey, you know, there were songs that I couldn't listen to for a while without crying when they would come on Spotify, like on shuffle. And I don't have that problem anymore, which is great. And I can like enjoy certain songs again. I'm getting back into music myself. Like I picked up the guitar again. I started like reintroducing myself to that because I'm definitely very rusty after, you know, a whole pandemic of playing. So that's been a thing I've been feeling good about. And I'm like moving on, I guess, slowly, like dating, going out with meeting new people. And like I said before, like I have plans with somebody this week, and this MILF that just dropped out of heaven. That I mean, like, I guess my mindset change is being reflected in how I look to other people when they see me, or the energy that I give off, which is a good thing, which is definitely a really good thing. Because before that, I felt like I had this dark cloud looming over for a while, and I think that was like very obvious to people, and that was making it difficult to just connect with anyone.
I see it. I feel it. Yes.
Yeah. No, it's I don't know. Is that depression or just, you know, coping with a loss, or
maybe a little bit of both, and coming to realization and being open with who you are.
Yeah. And like I would go on dates with people and they would ask me like about my last relationship, and how long it was. And when I said 7 years, and then they asked when it ended, they'd be like, "Oh wow, 7 years, and you're like already back into dating?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's been like 6 months. Like, am I not allowed to like try to move on?" And
I just gotta say.
Yeah.
So apparently they say take the time of the relationship and double it, and that's supposed to be your recovery time. And I think 14 years. Yeah, that's what I've been told previously. Where it's like, well, you dated for a year, so you should recover for 2 years before you really start dating again. I'm
Holy
like,
fucking shit.
Yeah, 14 years, dog. Like, no.
Yeah, maybe there should be like an incremental decrease in the amount, like based on how many years. Like you can't double it, because then where am I going to be in 14 years? How am I 27? So like 40, 43? Yeah.
No. 20 years from 27 is 47.
Wait.
I'm not mathing right. 20 years from now is 47. Minus what?
7
6.
14.
47.
41.
So 39.
41.
39 years.
I just pulled out the calculator. It's 41.
Oh, shit. I tried doing math on my hands.
But so I would be 41, and one day I would wake up and be like, you know what? I'm over her. I'm finally over her. And then like
No, it's not just that.
My secret service comes in. They go, "Mr. President, you have to make a speech." And I'm like, "But I'm ready to start dating again." Sir, there's a war happening in Russia. We'll have to take care of this. Yeah, but like, can I make a Tinder account real quick? Can you guys set that up for me? Take some sick pics. Can I use my presidential portrait? Is that all right?
Secret Service, some poor assistants running your fucking profile.
I have a social media guy doing that. Yeah.
I was that assistant, and I wasn't even a high profile. I was an intern for Inter Boutique in Nashville. Do never shop there if you ever find out what it is. Because they overprice their goods and buy their shit from China for super cheap. Besides the point.
That sounds like America to me.
But the director of marketing, whatever the fuck she was, choice words, really, really not a mean person. And even though she hired me, we did not get along whatsoever. But literally within the first week, my other intern and I, she was super awesome. Like, I love the other intern. Her name's Jessica. But the director of marketing was like, yeah, can you set up my Bumble profile?
Oh my God.
I shit you not. And so we were running her Bumble profile. And then it was attached to the other intern's phone number for months after the internship ended. And she, like, my friend was like, should I just text her saying, hey, you know, like, I kind of want to do my own Bumble, but your profile's still attached to my phone number. Can I please unattach it? But then literally the day after, like, she texted her saying, hey, I just realized that my Bumble is still attached to your phone number, and we gotta kind of disconnect. And I'm like, holy shit. But if there's a popular boutique on Broadway on Nashville that has a small family chain, don't use it.
You hear that?
Go to Amazon.
Go to Amazon.
Go to Amazon.
Support Jeff Bezos. He really needs it.
Because they're getting their shit from Amazon. May as well just go to the source.
Make sure to watch season 4 of The Boys on Amazon Prime starting August of 2023. This is not a sponsored thing. I'm just saying that because I'm excited.
Oh wait, that's that's legit. The Boys are coming back August 2023.
The Boys are back in town. I think this summer. I think July actually.
Happy birthday to me!
Yeah,
Hi.
it's gonna be fun. I love that show. It's so fucking good.
I love that show too. Did you watch the weird little animated segments they had?
Yeah, I've seen them multiple times while on psychedelics.
Hey, love that for you, brother.
Especially like the Homelander one. I was like, whoa, this dude's fucked up. I love that character. I think he's so just like, wow. He's so fucked up and complex, but also so dumb. I know he's a metaphor for Trump. They've come out and said that, and like the actor has said that he like plays him kind of like Trump. He literally lasers a dude on Fifth Avenue and like gets away with it. That's a Trump line. I could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and they still vote for me.
Jeez Louise, is that seriously?
He said that in a rally. That's on record.
Jeez Louise.
I remember when he said it. I was like, damn, I hope he's not right. And he kind of was.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Goodness gracious.
People love that guy. It's crazy. All it takes is you got to just be a character. And also racism for some reason does the job.
Fuck. But Alex, where can the people find you at?
Where can the people find me at? My address is... No, I'm kidding. I won't say that. I am on TikTok a lot of the time at Alex Mador. That's just AlexMadore. Or I say fucked up shit on Twitter a lot. But you can find me. You'll find it if you care. If you care, you'll find it. I'm on Instagram. That's where I was posting gay bar content and getting unfollowed by people that I thought were cool with me. And that's at Alex Mador as well. What about you?
Kelsey A. KelseyAYYE. Like, you can find me I'm really not active on social media, but if you want to check out my Instagram, sometimes I post stories, sometimes I post posts. I got a plan for my birthday picture this year. You know, it be what it be.
Hell yeah.
I don't post on social media unless I'm being paid for it. But Alex, again, thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for being open. Thank you for being honest with me. And thank you for telling your truth, you know?
Oh, well, thank you for being here and for dealing with me and for sharing and you know, this as always, this has been fun. This has been very fun.
I very much enjoy our conversation, and also we should expand into that second podcast.
The what did I say? The pool house?
Yeah, yes.
I hope there's not a show already called that, because I'm going to be really upset if I'm going to look this up later. And if you see a message from me that's just all caps, shit, you'll know why.
Well, I will sick my lawyers out and get the trademark.
My lawyer is a cat. I don't know if we have this one in the bag, though.
Oh, I got you. You're my friend. I got you.
Okay.
But thank you to everyone that has listened to us and ramble and, you know, just dealing with Kelsey and Alex chaos. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Like, really. And if any of what I've said and opened up about irks you and you want to unfollow me because gay, bisexual, he likes dudes and girls, I can't listen to this guy talk anymore now. Then all right, I guess see ya. Wouldn't want to be you.
Talk to the hand.
Lick my pussy in my crack or whatever that song is. I heard that last night at the drag queen show. That was fun to hear that song again. I was like, damn.
Stuck in my head already.
Oh God, I am. Wow, this has been crazy. But all right, guys, this has been real. I'm gonna try to keep this podcast going. Maybe another one coming called the pool house, if that doesn't exist already. So stay tuned for that. Because the news gets old over time, and maybe there's more fun things to talk about out there. But this has been very. I hope this has been eye-opening or insightful or helpful for some people. And once again, Kelsey, thank you so much for coming.
Of course. And sometimes two friends just like to talk, and I think we should link the Trevor Project in a description of some way, somewhere, wherever, whether on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because it has been very useful for youth that need resources, that they are within the LGBTQ plus community. Goodness gracious, I cannot speak fast.
I will I will put that in the I'll put that in the description of the show notes.
And just for anyone out there, you are not alone. You are loved, and there is more out there for you, and we care.
We do care, and we love you all very much. And sweet dreams and sweet sleep tight. Why am I tucking them in? Why am I tucking the listeners in?
Mama Kelsey and Daddy Alex.
Don't let them.
May as well add a bedtime story.
Yeah, well, there once was a man who went to a gay bar.
And he met a beautiful princess named La Chainsaw Scream.
Yes. How did you know? How did you know?
I didn't.
The Scream is
and
the love of my
she
life.
came out on stage, and she was the most beautiful woman in town and sang the most beautiful ballads.
It's true.
But she came downstairs off her stage and said, "Hey, I lip synced that. How'd you enjoy the show?" And we said, "That was great." But we gave her $20 and we both had a drink, and she said, "Hey, nice to meet you." And we both all had a good night. Pretty much a true story of being at a drag show.
That's true. That is true. That is pretty much how it went. Minus the $20. I did not tip $20. I don't have that kind of money.
You didn't tip?
No, I did. I just don't. I don't have $20 to give away.
Okay, as long as you tip, that's what matters.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna get exposed. Like, Alex Minor doesn't tip. All right, everybody, have a great week and enjoy your life.
And happy Pride Month.
And happy Pride Month. And happy
from your fellow favorite gays.
And happy Juneteenth Walmart ice cream month. Make sure to pick that up. Oh God. Okay. All right. Ending podcast in Freddie Benson style in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peace.